So Ben, you've directed this film and you're also acting in it.
Yes.
You've done that before, but how is it to direct yourself?
Well, it's, you know, it's weird. I mean, you know, it's sort of, sometimes you wish you had somebody else to direct you. I mean, because I'm obviously directing the movie, but you sort of rely on people around you and the other actors to get their feedback, but yet you don't want to ask for too much feedback because you don't want everybody to think that you don't have any idea what you're doing.
No,
so it's trying to sort of, you know, find people that you trust, and it becomes very collaborative, I think.
But are you hard on yourself?
I am very hard on myself. Sometimes I yell at myself. Sometimes I won't come out of my trailer until I force myself to come out.
All right.
That sort of thing. But on the other hand, you know, at least you can keep on doing it over and over again as many times as you want, and nobody stops you. That's good.
That's good. But in the film, the actors are behaving like real divas, and you've worked with a lot of people in Hollywood. How many divas are actually out there?
Wow. I don't know. You know, I think everybody at one point in their, you know, career probably has acted in a way that they regret. I know I have. You know, and you have to sort of step back and look at the ridiculous nature sometimes of making movies, because it's people sort of surround the star with, you know, this sort of, you know, they don't say no, and they're very, you know, they kiss up, and there's like a lot of that in this business that you have to watch out for, I think, because people can lose perspective. So there are some people out there like that, but you know, it's also like a weird high pressure thing to be an actor, because people want you to, you know, you have to perform in front of the camera, and that can get people a little crazy sometimes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But you have some very unique characters in the film, like the movie mogul played by Tom Cruise and the agent played by Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
And characters like that normally doesn't come out of nowhere. Have you met people like this in the past?
Well, sure. I mean, that's, you know, the whole movie is sort of, you know, this world of making movies and agents and studio heads. It's all like part of the business that we work in. So I think on that level, we're, you know, we've all of us, the actors in the movie, have experienced people like that, and I think we're taking from our own experiences and creating those characters. I know I was in the writing of the movie, and you know, trying to have fun with that, and you know, it's a side of the business that a lot of people don't see. But I think also people are so familiar these days with the making of movies and behind-the-scenes shows and all that, that there's sort of a familiarity with that also. Yeah. But
in the U.S., there's been some controversy concerning the film. Do you think people take it too seriously?
Well, I mean, it is a comedy, you know, and I think you can't really take it too seriously, and we're making fun of ourselves, and really the joke is on the actors, and the idea of actors sort of like wanting to be taken seriously and try to win awards, and how the lengths they go to. So I think it's pretty clear in the tone of the movie that that's where the humor is. Okay.
Now it's coming out here in Europe. Do you think that Europeans are less sensitive than the Americans?
I don't know. You know, I would hope that that people just sort of, you know, enjoy the movie on its own merits, and you know, it's definitely taken some chances out there. But you know, unless you have a point of view, I don't think it's worth it to make a movie like this, unless you're gonna sort of like say, this is what I think is funny, and you know, some people think it's funny, some people won't, and that's up to them to decide.
Yeah, I have to ask you. Your father, Jerry Stiller, is a fantastic comedian. What have you learned from him?
Oh gosh, I mean, so much, you know, just for the, you know, the fact that he's my dad, just like having him as a dad, seeing his work ethic, and he's just a very, very funny guy that I think, you know, is not afraid to take chances in his work, and he's, you know, a very good person. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from him, is just the way that he treats people, and I've seen the way that people respect him, and I sort of, you know, that's a good example to follow, I think.
But he's been in a few of your films. How is it to work with him, and does he go to audition before he gets the part?
No. You can't make your father audition. That's no. He actually was the first guy who ever like helped me make movies, because he bought me a Super 8 movie camera and editing equipment, and was in the movies that I was making when I was a kid. So, you know, working with him is really fun, because you know, he's just so funny as an actor, and he just makes these choices and does things that are really interesting and unexpected. So I love working with him, and you know, it's great to have had the chance to work with him a few times.
I get that. Yeah. You made this movie some time ago now. What are you up to next?
I just finished shooting a sequel to this movie, Night at the Museum. So we just finished that. We shot it in Washington, D.C., and it takes place at the Smithsonian Institution, which is a big museum in Washington, and that was really fun. So I just finished that, and then I don't know after that.
We'll see. Well, thank you for talking to us, and good luck with the film here in Europe.
Thank you very much.